Hello everyone, this is AGALYA from Department of Food Service Management and Dietetics, Kaveri College for Women, Autonomous, Trichy. In this session, we shall discuss about profit-oriented food service establishments. Before going to see in detail about profit-oriented food service establishment, we should know what is food service establishments or what is catering industry. Catering industry is a sector of business which includes all type of food service establishment which serve food either fixed target group or to the general public away from the home. Today's 50% of the food service industry is represented by the category profit oriented or commercial or business oriented catering establishments are those operations in which profitability is the primary concern. Profit oriented catering establishments defined as the art of making a facility for guests into a profitable food service operation. Types of profit oriented catering establishments. They are of two types, namely commercial catering establishments for restricted market and commercial catering establishments for general market. Commercial catering establishments for restricted market. Here, the catering service is restricted to a specific group of semi-captive consumers. Transport catering belongs to this category. Improvements in the modes of transport like train, air and water generated this important food sector. Transport catering is defined as the art of supplying refreshments to the people on the move. A major segment of today's food service titled Food in the Move. There are four major types of transport catering, namely railway catering, airline catering, ship catering and roadways catering. Next, coming to railway catering. Since the introduction of trains in mid-19th century in India, it generated the requirement of food and drink en route. Hence, most of the largest stations catering refreshment rooms were operated. Trains would halt for an appropriate length of time so that the passengers could get a simple meal. In the beginning of the 20th century, Spencer's company opened a large network of catering all over India to cater the train passengers. Later, food was served to the passengers in the train itself, which is called as in-transit catering. Orders used to be taken and the number of meals required was telegraphed to the station ahead. When train reaches that station, the pre-plated meals would be loaded inside the train and served to the order passengers. Terminal catering. Food service in stations is also taken care of by the railways. Railway department catering is managed by two ways. One is by pantry cars where food is prepared inside the train and the another one is centralized pre-plated service. Next, let us discuss about the airline catering. Civil aviation has progressed rapidly after the Second World War. Private commercial airlines began with in-flight or in-transit catering. When a passenger buys a ticket to travel with an airline, he is paying some of his money towards the meals served en route. Catering plays a big part in the running of an airline, whether it does it directly or by contract basis. Whatever the mode of operation, generally pre-cooked frozen foods, that is, the food is prepared by using cook chill system or cook freeze system, are loaded in specially constructed portable freezers. They are then heated or regenerated in microwave ovens and served to the passengers. Airline also offers terminal catering in all airports in two ways, directly by the airline company or on contract basis. Next, coming to ship catering. They are also called as marine catering or sea catering. Ever since man started traveling over water, catering in ships started since then. In passenger liners and large cruise liners, catering facilities are an important part of the service offered by the shipping. Cruise catering is comparable to that of a star hotel. Many shipping companies are noted for their excellence of their food storage and preparation facilities. On the other hand, catering in passenger liners would be of varied category ranging from simple service to high standard of catering. The last commercial catering establishments of restricted market is roadways catering. Roadside catering has progressed from the inns, taverns of earlier days used by those traveling on foot and horse to the present day restaurants and motels located on highways. They provide a valuable catering service to the traveling public. This kind of food service on highways is called motorways catering or highways catering. Next, coming to commercial catering establishments for general market. Commercial catering is defined as the art of making a facility for guests into a profitable food service operation. There are three well-known group of commercial catering establishments, namely restaurants, hotels and motels. Restaurants. Restaurants are group of commercial catering establishments whose primary function is the provision of food and beverage. As per Madras Catering Establishment Act 1958, a restaurant can be defined as any premises in which is carried on the business of supply of refreshments and meals to the public or class of public for consumption on the premises. Restaurants are of many types. Some come under the category of organized or registered business, while many operate under the group of unorganized or unregistered business. For the first category, example is the first class restaurants. For the second category, examples are roadside small catering outlets. Some restaurants are of immovable ones. Examples: coffee shops, cafe, bars, ice cream parlors, multi-cuisine restaurants and specialty restaurants. Some of the restaurants are movable in nature, like mobile vans, mobile carts and roadside vendors. Let us move over to the hotels. Hotels are a group of commercial catering establishments whose primary function is to offer two services to the guest, namely food service and accommodation. Unlike restaurants that can be of registered or unregistered, movable or immovable, hotels are purely registered and immovable business institutions irrespective of their type and size. As per British law, a hotel or inn is defined as a place where a bona fide traveller can receive food and shelter provided he is in position to pay for it and is in a fit condition to be received. Hence, a hotel must not only provide two services, lodging and food facilities on payment, but it also has the right to refuse if the traveller is drunk, disorderly or not in a position to pay for the services. On the other hand, as per the Madras Catering Establishment Act 1958, a hotel is defined as any premises in which the business of providing dwelling accommodation and supply of meals to any member of the public or a class of public is carried out. Government of India constituted the Hotel Standards and Rate Structure Committee, which is abbreviated as HSRSC, to suggest ways to regularize the hotel industry. Among the various suggestions, the HSRSC recommended that no establishment should be permitted to use the word hotel which does not primarily offer residential accommodation. Next, coming to motels. This motel concept was introduced by Western countries during 1950s. Motel is a blend of motor plus hotel. That is, a motel is a hotel meant for automobile or highway travelers and tourists. It may be cottages or hotels on the highways that offer three basic services: food, accommodation and free parking facilities. So students, now you can understand the definition, objectives and the types of profit-oriented food service establishments. Thank you.